Hello everyone, I'm here to share my lockdown story. Not just lockdown story, I wanna share my lockdown time till now. So let me introduce myself first. I'm Imran Anwati from Sirsi. This is in North Karnataka, which we call as Uttar Kannada. So I'm basically a agriculture based entrepreneur. Previously, I'm an analyst for Flipkart, worked for some years there. So I've done my business post graduation. So coming to the lockdown moments of mine, actually, so I wanna get out in three phases. First phase will be the period of time being getting adapted to lockdown time, and second phase my family time. Third phase will be my family and my dad particularly fighting with COVID. So coming to the first phase, first it was difficult for us, as in adapt to those things which we are not used to usually. So staying back at home and going for the necessity thing only, essential things. I mean, so it is difficult time and business are all closed and financially we will be not able to earn anything and all that stuff. So it went on tough a little bit. Then we got adapted to it. Coming to the second phase, it was completely family time. There we understood the importance of family, and it was fun also with the family. We started playing games inside. We were remembering all our old days, how we were in the childhood, and all that. And so at some point of time, we everyone maybe got to the point that every year this lockdown should happen for at least for 15 days, so that we can spend a good time with the family. That was a takeaway thing from the lockdown. And then later on, coming to third phase after this lockdown and all that stuff, my dad is a public representative. So his name is Abdul Khadar Anwati. So during this time, he had to go along with this government hospital people for this arrangement of people around, to get tested from this COVID and all that stuff. So he had to go motivate people to do it, all that. So he had to come across a lot of people, all that. So I remember after 15th, August 15th, around 17th, I guess. So he started feeling, feverish and body pain and all that. Then I just told him, motivated him, saying that no, nothing. Maybe it might be just of symptoms of you have been to farm and all. So maybe there you have worked something. So you have got this body pain and all that. So then later on, it didn't go. So we had been to testing center in government hospital on 18th, I believe. So 18th, their rapid test happened. It was negative, and then after 2 days, it was told to us that you are positive. Then you have to isolate yourself and all that. So then what we did was we isolated dad at home only. We medicines were given to us. We immediately started them off. Then every day I used to monitor, I and my brother, about his saturation level, temperature level. Every day at least 3 times we used to check that, even BP. So we used to update that regularly. So then after 4-5 days, what happened, he used to get this pain, actually, body pain. So it was a bit severe actually. So then he started telling me that body pain is not going. Rest all things are fine, because he had this cough, allergic also. The cough was there a bit, but we didn't bother much about that cough actually. So we were concerned more about his pain. So then I spoke to my friends and all that, who are doctors. So then they also suggested me get the scan done, and blood tests, and some of the blood tests need to be done. Then I got in touch with a local doctor over here. Recently I got to know that Sirsi Scan Center has been treating this COVID patients also. So after that, even he has suggested me same thing about the scan and all that. So on that particular evening we went and I got the scan done. There we got to know that there is some pneumonia symptoms, and it has affected his liver also. So liver, due to this liver, he was getting this pain actually. Even blood checks also were like not that normal enough. So it was in the higher part actually, D dimer, LDH level, and all that. So then what we did was, I didn't admit him. Immediately. There's a reason behind it. Because my dad has never been admitted to hospital ever. This was the first time, and I didn't wanted him to panic. So what I did was, I took him back home, and one more thing was that his oxygen level was fine, not that lower also. It was like a boundary line 90, 91, 90, 91. So I didn't take much risk also. The pain was there and it was on the boundary line. So then after the check done, I took him back home. I explained him everything, what treatment will be given to you, how it will be treated to you, and all that, so that he will not panic later on. So next day, I took him in the early morning around after 10 only. So there he got admitted. There he had to immediately his treatment was started. Oxygen level was maintained and the injections were started. All that things started. So then after that he slowly started recovering. He was kept in ICU for some days. After that he was shifted to normal room. So then what I got to know, or I got to observe things, is because people don't know anything about this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಏನೋ ಪಲ್ಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಲೋ ಆದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಲೋ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜನರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ನ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ತುಂಬ ಜನರಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿದೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆನಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆನಾ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದೆ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ತುಂಬ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲಿಗೆ ತಂದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ತುಂಬ ಬಡ ಜನ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ಬಡ ಜನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ. ಬರೀ ಆರಾಮಿದಾರ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು. ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಗುಣ ಆಗಿ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದವರಾಗಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆಗಲಿ, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅವರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ತಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೂ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಏನು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾತಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರು ಗುಣ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಈಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೈನ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. It was completely fine ಹಾಗೆ. So it's good to talk, communicate. You have to be strong enough to face it, and it was a very difficult time for us and the family, because I have not seen my dad like that ever, being hospitalized and all that. So, and over that I couldn't be staying with him in the hospital also. I had to stay out, all that stuff. For me, one more thing, it was very helpful. My brother was here only, and we both took care of my dad very well, and that was very helpful. If in case I was alone, it would be really difficult for me. So here what I want to say is, so don't depend on anyone. Just you have to be dependent on yourself, and it's your responsibility to take care of your parents, your family, own family, and everything. So this is it. What I want to say. This three takeaways. What I have learned. Difficult time can come anytime. You have to be ready, whether it's financial or emotional, whatever it is. And time never be the same. It will be changing, keep changing. Good time or bad time, we have to face it. Second, we have to give importance to the family. Family time is very important. We have to take care of our health, all that. Then coming lastly, no one bothers when you are down. Okay, when you are down, no one will come to help you out there. You have to stand up on your own and do it, and that's your responsibility also. You have to do it. And lastly, I want to end saying this, let us fight together. So it's not a big deal. So this kind of situations have come previously also in life, and maybe in future also it might be coming or anytime. So not a big deal, not a big deal. So we will face it out, and we together will face it out as a nation. So that's it I have to say, and all of you take care and stay safe, stay healthy.